the Stealth Mobile. This is Camping ASMR with Travel Light Adventures. I didn't really give a rundown of what happened yesterday just because everything was kind of moving very fast and what led me to this spot here, stealth camping outside the Sunport. But basically, I was spending the afternoon in Albuquerque and I wanted to come back and explore the city some more, but I wanted to guarantee that I could find a place to sleep. And I didn't really want to sleep in Albuquerque just because there's not a whole lot of places that are good to sleep in your vehicle just because safety concerns. Albuquerque is not a very safe, large city, and I didn't want to take any risks. But I ended up by the airport, and everything was fine. So I guess, whatever. I went to that spot that I found. I looked on the Forest Service website, and I looked on iOverlander, which I know is not 100%. And I figured, I'll go there, and if there are no camping signs posted, then I won't sleep there. But there wasn't. So I went ahead and set up my tent. And I was there for about an hour when I was visited by a forest ranger who let me know that the area was day use only. There was nothing explicitly stating that it was only day use only, so I didn't feel like I was in the wrong. But I went and packed up my stuff, and she was nice enough to give me a couple of spots that I could go look at. Both of those spots that I had looked at online before, the reason I didn't choose them because they probably would have been my first options or my first picks. It said that the road was four-wheel drive high clearance, and that it had been washed out. I chose to go to the spot that I picked where the forest ranger kicked me out of. I asked her, I was like, I'm seeing indications that said that these spots were needed four-wheel drive high clearance. That's why I came here. And she said, the road's pretty bad, but you should be able to make it. This is what led me to be a little bit frustrated. I got to the spots. The road is terrible. It's like stair steps of rock shelf. I'm not going up that. It definitely frustrated me a little bit because I felt like I was a little bit misled. I had a little bit of my time wasted because I wouldn't have gone to those spots had she just outright told me, look, dude, you're not going to make it up there. Now, there's multiple other options around. I could have got a campsite. I know that she probably didn't want to say that to me, like you need to go get a campsite and pay for one. I get it. I just wish it had been explicitly stated that I'm not going to make it up that road. That's what led me here to the Sunport, and all in all was a pretty decent night. Although things in yesterday didn't really go to plan, hopefully they'll go better today. We are gonna go ahead and pack up here and head to our first spot of the day, which is the Sandia Crest.
Card games and heart games, I said let's play, I should know better. My boy ain't my boy, but I call him that cause it feels better. Court case last Monday, but he bust trials, so I feel better. Painkillers and codeine, I got stomach cramps under my sweater. Dark words from his dark mind, now there's dark stains under my eyes. I'm scared when I look at him and I don't know why I'm surprised. Silk sheets and I'm crying in them and I'm staying here when I should go. I'm scared if I leave now I'll never come back, so I sip slow. Say something nice to me, say something nice to me. I know that I agree, you get so mad if I disagree. So he invited me to sit his side of me. He can't stand the sight of me. He used to get excited when I'm
Welcome to the top of the Sandias here at the Sandia Crest. Man, it is pretty up here. You can see for miles. I had to go put another layer on because it's rather chilly up here, but now I feel a lot better and we can take a little bit longer of a look. You can see the city of Albuquerque there below. And we can also kind of see over here. Where's it at? Somewhere we came in on. Anyway, those are the Soleil mountains over there. And then we've got the Sandias that we're in. And then down below there's Albuquerque. You can see the Rio Grande. You can see everything from up here. All these radio towers over here kind of remind me of when I went up to the top of Mount Lemmon in Tucson. That was fun. There's so many of them. Visitor Center's closed due to the shutdown, which is a bummer. Let's take a little walk, shall we? So this would put us in the Hudsonian zone. Friends, if you are afraid of heights, this is not the trail for you. One of my best memories I have from camping is before the start of this channel, I went to Cloudcroft, New Mexico, to the Sacramento Mountains, and I camped in this free camping area. And there was this chain of meadows that you could walk through. And I just remember laying down on one of them for a long time and enjoying the peace and quiet. Made it to the cabin. This cabin was constructed by the CCC in the 1930s and was restored around mid-1990s. Very cool. Back here at the car now after walking around and exploring the Sandia Crest, but now we got to make a move on to our next stop. This is Highway 14, one of the main routes from Santa Fe to Albuquerque. It's not the most direct, that being Interstate 25, but it is scenic. If you've been following along with this journey, you've watched me take the back roads over the main highway for a majority of the trip. And that's by design. When I'm on the interstate, my mind wanders more, and I get caught up in whatever the next thing is, forgetting to stop to take it all in. It's a lot easier to do that on the back roads, because if you're going off the beaten path, you can't get in a hurry. Welcome to Santa Fe, New Mexico's capital. If you're an artist, you've probably heard of this place. If not, well, sit back and enjoy your introduction to this pleasant and peaceful corner of the universe. Well, that was really neat, hanging around in the town square, the plaza, I guess they call it here in Santa Fe. But next we have a interesting destination, and I'll just let it speak for itself.
What are you doing here?
That was a quite trippy experience. You're not allowed to film in there, so I want to be respectful of that, or film for YouTube anyway. So I wanted to respect that. But just if you're ever in Santa Fe, you've got to go. It's awesome, and you can follow the storyline. I chose not to just because I like to be persuaded by the stuff that's in there, but it's incredible whether you follow it or not. Well, it's not the best, but it'll work. And this one, there is a sign that says I can camp here, so we're good. Well, this is a familiar place we find ourselves in here in the tent. I'm hunkering down for the night. Spent most of the evening watching Game 7 of the World Series. Congrats to the Dodgers. But anyway, that's going to do it for me here tonight. I will see y'all in the morning. Good night, light travelers.